In today's world, military power is crucial. It's not just about strength, it's about security and influence. Countries with strong militaries often have more say in global matters. They can protect their interests better. They can also help allies in times of need. This is why comparing military powers is so important. India and Saudi Arabia are two key players in Asia. Both have invested heavily in their armed forces. They have different strengths and strategies. India, with its massive population, has a large standing army. Saudi Arabia, rich in oil, focuses on high-tech equipment. Both aim to be regional powerhouses. Comparing these two nations gives us valuable insights. We can see how different countries approach defense. We can understand the balance of power in Asia. This knowledge is crucial for anyone interested in global affairs. It helps us predict future conflicts and alliances. Let's dive into the details of each country's military might. We'll look at everything from nuclear capabilities to drone technology. By the end, you'll have a clear picture of where each nation stands. India boasts one of the world's largest militaries. Its active army is massive. We're talking about 1.4 million soldiers ready for action. India also has nuclear weapons. This puts them in an elite group of nations. India's air defense system is impressive. The Akash missile system is homegrown. The Agni V missile can hit targets over 5,000 kilometers away. Saudi Arabia's military is smaller but highly advanced. They have about 230,000 active soldiers. That's less than India, but still a significant force. What they lack in numbers, they make up for in technology. Saudi Arabia invests heavily in state-of-the-art equipment. Unlike India, Saudi Arabia doesn't have nuclear weapons. However, they have other ways to project power. Their conventional forces are well equipped and trained. They also have strong alliances, particularly with the United States. This gives them access to advanced military technology. Saudi Arabia's air defense system is one of the best in the world. They use the American Patriot missile system. This can intercept both aircraft and ballistic missiles. They also have a large fleet of modern fighter jets. Many of these are top-of-the-line American F-15s. In terms of drones, Saudi Arabia is catching up fast. They've acquired advanced drones from China. These include both surveillance and combat models. Their missile arsenal is also impressive. They have a variety of short and medium-range missiles. Some of these are capable of carrying nuclear warheads, though Saudi Arabia doesn't possess any. Section 4. Air and Naval Warfare Comparison. When it comes to air power, both nations are strong contenders. India has a larger air force. They have over 2,000 aircraft in total. This includes fighters, transporters, and helicopters. Saudi Arabia has fewer aircraft, around 850. But their fleet is more modern overall. India's navy is significantly larger. They have 2 aircraft carriers. Saudi Arabia has none. India also has more submarines. They operate about 15 submarines, including nuclear-powered ones. Saudi Arabia has a smaller submarine fleet with about 7 vessels. Both countries are investing in unmanned aerial vehicles, or UAVs. India is developing its own drone technology. Saudi Arabia is importing advanced drones. Both see drones as crucial for future warfare. They're using them for surveillance and potentially for combat. In terms of naval power projection, India has the upper hand. Their aircraft carriers allow them to operate far from their shores. Saudi Arabia focuses more on coastal defense. However, they're working to expand their naval capabilities. They're acquiring new ships and improving their naval infrastructure. Section 5. Conclusion: Strengths and Weaknesses. Both India and Saudi Arabia have formidable militaries. Each has its own strengths and weaknesses. India's main advantage is its sheer size. With 1.4 million active soldiers, it can sustain long conflicts. It also has nuclear weapons, giving it strategic deterrence. However, much of India's equipment is aging. They're working to modernize, but it's a slow process. Saudi Arabia's strength lies in its advanced technology. They have some of the most modern military equipment in the world. Their air force, in particular, is top-notch. However, they lack the manpower of India. They also don't have nuclear weapons, which limits their strategic options. In a direct comparison, India has the edge in overall military power. Its larger size, nuclear capability, and naval strength give it an advantage. However, Saudi Arabia shouldn't be underestimated. In a regional conflict, their advanced technology could prove decisive. Ultimately, both countries continue to invest in their militaries. They're both working to address their weaknesses. India is modernizing its equipment. Saudi Arabia is expanding its forces and capabilities. In the coming years, we can expect both to remain significant military powers in Asia and the world. Section 5. Conclusion. Strengths and weaknesses. Both India and Saudi Arabia have formidable militaries. India's main advantage is its sheer size and nuclear capability. Saudi Arabia excels in advanced technology and modern equipment. Both nations remain significant military powers in Asia and the world.